Yeah, so they're banging in the pool. There's fucking orgy going on in the pool. Gotta clean the pool.
Yeah. If the movie has any redeeming quality whatsoever, it's just fucking roast.
Crapole.
Crapole.
This whole story is crapole.
Happy Thanksgiving, you bunch of
Turkey neck
lovely
motherfuckers.
sucksters. That's right, you turkey-eating motherfuckers.
Gobble, gobble, bitches.
Welcome to the 2020 What the Suck Thanksgiving special. My name is James Bishop, and as always, my superb
Oh, superb.
Chris
huh?
Davila.
Oh,
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, man. I like that intro. Superb, huh? Love it. Love it.
That's right, man. Well, why don't we just dive into this feast, so to say?
I just got to say, did we do a Thanksgiving special before? Or is this our first one?
I think this is our first one, if I'm not mistaken. Now, and I know we've done 2 Halloween specials, but I think we missed out on doing a Thanksgiving special last year.
Okay, and I know we done at least one Christmas special, right?
Yes, we did.
Okay, so
we did with Krampus.
Oh, that's right, because we did 2 Halloween, 1 Christmas, and then we did that god awful Easter one too.
Oh my God!
That's right. Yeah.
And then we've done we did the Halloween special here recently, which unfortunately
was a bust. The actual episode.
Yeah, it was.
With us
It was a
good.
real turd.
Yeah.
Literally.
Mm-hmm. It was a 5-turder.
Let me go ahead and get. Oh yeah, God, it was horrible. All right, well let's get into it, shall we?
Do it.
The Thankskilling is the name of our feature today. It is a 2008 American slasher film written and directed by Jordan Downey and co-written by Brian Schultz, Tony Wilson, Grant Yaffe, and Kevin Stewart. Now, I don't know why it took 4 of these fools to do it, but let's run down the synopsis first. This is exactly verbatim what the back of the box says.
Okay, cool.
It says unrated, but it says the best, worst movie ever. I love it.
It's just bragging.
Ryan McClain, the Ain't It Cool News. But it says, Turkey says, what's the darn movie about? Me killing college kids, pun by pun, over Thanksgiving break. I shoot shotguns, I wear disguises, and yell campy one-liners like, you just got stuffed. Y'all have to excuse my foul, quote-unquote, language. Plus, this sucker was made for only $3,500.
Wow.
I spent more than that on my bike. Freaking awesome.
Nice.
All right, we've got directed by Jordan Downey, produced by Kevin Stewart and Jordan Downey, written by Brad Schultz, Tony Wilson, Grant Yaffe, Kevin Stewart, Jordan Downey. So written, directed, and produced. We already know we're in trouble. But there is one very promising thing. On the front cover, it says, warning, boobs in the first seconds, which means, everybody knows rescue titties early on means, holy shit, we got a real stinkeroo on our hands here.
RT, man.
I'm actually looking forward to this. It looks freaking hilarious. I think this is going to be a gem here.
I think
I
so.
hope I'm right. It is starring. What's that? Go ahead, bud.
I said, yeah, I think so. I think this is going to totally redeem ourselves for the Thanksgiving one. I meant the Halloween one.
I sure hope so, bro. All right, here we go. It stars Wanda Lust. Hey, you can't beat that.
Oh my God.
Chuck. I'm serious. That's what it says. Chuck Lamb, Ryan Francis, Aaron Carlson, General Bastard.
I love these names. It's great.
Lance Predmore. I mean, can you see that? That's hilarious.
That's awesome.
Natasha Cordova and Lindsay Anderson. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, I am once again remotely, and we're recording separated.
Oh, yeah.
Sad, but I'm not in the studio tonight. But hey,
we're still
we're going
here.
to do whatever we can to keep bringing episodes to you. We're just trying to be a little safe. And
I can
so,
see
yeah,
you.
that's where
I
that
can see
stands.
you on the screen. That's all that matters. I can reach out and touch you digitally.
Damn straight. All right. Music is by Kashmir Royale.
Nice.
Cinematography by Kevin Stewart. Edited by Kevin Stewart. And production company is In Broad Daylight Films. Distributed by Gravitas Ventures, which I think we've actually had movies from them before.
2.
Warner Brothers. Oh, my God. Warner Brothers and YouTube release only.
I wonder why.
Release date of December 8th of 2008, which for any Beatle fans out there, December 8th is John Lennon's birthday. And then we've got a running time of 70 smooth minutes, man. I love it.
That's awesome.
And as previously mentioned, we do have a budget on this monster of $3,500. That's awesome, man.
I think I saw somewhere that the box office intake was also $3,500.
Hey, they made their money. You know,
Broke even.
I just walked away. And like I said, I think this is one of those college products, kind of like the death metal zombies and stuff like that. Somebody had to do a school project, and they just happened to find somebody that put this piece of shit on a DVD somewhere, I guess.
Well, the first one may have broken even, but it was enough that there are actually 2 sequels for it.
But who the hell doesn't love a bloodthirsty turkey killing college students?
I know I do.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, let's say we pull up to the table and grab our knives and forks and dig into this monstrous piece of shite.
I'm hungry. Let's see what this bitch got, boys.
I say let's roll it.
Let's do it.
Back in the 1500s, in the settlement of Kralberg, an old Indian by the name of Feathercloud necromanced a turkey that would stop at nothing to get what he wanted. To kill.
You don't believe me, do you?
I do believe it.
Man, we struck gold, brother.
Yeah.
We struck some serious gold.
This was pretty damn great.
Hey, I'm serious, man. You talked about redemption for the Halloween movie. This takes the cake, man. I think this is damn near one of the best ones we've seen yet, as far as what we're trying to accomplish here, man. I'm telling you, this was funny. It was non-PC, brutal language. I mean, it's horrible, but yet some of the most gloriously shitty acting in the history of moviedom. God, man.
It's definitely one of the best of the holiday ones that we've watched.
Yes, I mean it was. Oh man, it was perfect.
Granted,
it was like
there's more RTs in Beaster Day, but you know, I want to say, you know, I kind of put up there at Beaster Day because it had terrible acting, it had a horrible creature.
Oh God!
In the movie, same bad acting. Yeah. Anyway, go on. Yeah. Okay, go on.
No, it's okay, but it opens up. You get this little screenshot, and it says, "The year is 1621, comma, the olden days." And then it just comes up, and it shows this good-looking Quaker girl wandering around, but for some reason she has no top on. So the box does not lie. You get rescue titties right off the bat. But what's funny about this movie, as far as I'm concerned, it didn't need any. You know, because it was gloriously funny. It was stupid as hell. You know, so it didn't need them, but yet you got them anyway. So you basically get all the best elements of a shitty horror movie in this hour and 10 minute movie.
It's like an hour, 7 minutes. Yeah.
Yep. So what it does, it shows this turkey. For some reason, it doesn't explain it until after the kill. He kills. He takes out this chick, kills her. You don't really see her die, but it does qualify for kill one.
No, because it's off screen. I wouldn't call that a kill one.
Well, she kind of hit the ground. I guess you didn't really see how she died, so I guess we'll skip that.
Yeah, because I didn't count that as kill one in my notes. Kill, like I said, we've always maintained that kills have to be on screen, like actually on screen to count. So I didn't count that one. So that's just RT's.
Okay, I can dig that. Well, then you get this actual fairly decent looking title sequence. I mean, the kind of 3D letters and stuff. It actually looks pretty sharp. It's not so bad. And then you get to this college. Of course, is where it's got to start. You've got your typical 5 characters. Yeah. And at least at the beginning, the music was actually pretty fucking good. It was pretty damn decent. So you get your jock, you get your shy girl, you get your slut, you get the nerd, and of course you get some fat redneck dude that's completely out of place.
And so I actually like this movie so much that I normally when we're watching a movie and we come across these characters or the archetypes, whatever, we don't really call them by their names. We make up our own names for them. But I actually like this movie enough that I actually wrote down their actual names.
That's awesome.
Fat ass is Billy. The nerd is Darren. Allie is the slut. Johnny is the jock, and then Kristen is the shy girl.
Fantastic. Now, the $3,500, I think, we discussed the budget when we first started. I think it was spent like on the title sequence.
Yeah, I think.
Art, and I think it was spent on the Jeep that they used in this movie.
Yeah, I think 1,000 went to the title sequence and the 2,500 went to the Jeep.
It was gloriously horrible.
Yeah.
And of course we start out, we get the kids, they load up and oh God, it's hard to do. Yeah, they march off. That's all the typical. I mean, it's just
so they're in college and it's Thanksgiving weekend, so they're leaving college to go home on Thanksgiving break.
Yep,
that's where we're starting off at.
Pretty much. So they like pile in this damn Jeep, and I'm sorry, I've owned a Jeep before. This many people don't fit in no damn Jeep, but you know what? It's all right.
Especially with big ass Billy.
As they're leaving and stuff. Yeah, and as they're leaving and stuff, the jock ass, what's his name?
Johnny.
Johnny the jock.
Yeah.
That's right. He, for some reason, just goes and shows weapons of mass destruction. He flexes his arm in the nerd's face and stuff like this, and it's like
tiny.
We were trying
muscle.
At this point. It was his arm is puny, but we're sitting here trying to figure out where in the hell this dialogue is going to go, and then we realized gloriously it goes nowhere. It's just like this was designed to be a conglomeration of just nonsensical statements, bullshit, innuendos, non-PC terminology, all kinds of stuff. I mean, it was freaking hilarious. But then they haul ass hitting the road, and when they do that, we get introduced to my favorite character of the movie, homeless Ted Nugent, as I call it. So he's walking around with a shotgun. He lets this beautiful dog out, this collie, and I'm sitting there going, "Don't do it, don't do it." And then it flashes away. Now they're in a Jeep going down the road, talking, all this just typical college kid banter and bullshit talking. Right. And then nerd was like, "I'm gonna fuck somebody. I'm gonna have sex with somebody in this Jeep." And the way he describes it is like he don't give a damn who he's gonna get some sex from. He's gonna get his.
It could be Billy. He don't care.
It could be Billy. Well, let me get back to the dog. This movie does jump around a bit. We'll have to note that in advance. It does jump significantly.
For sure.
So, unfortunately, yes, as part of this, I would call this all encapsulating horror movie.
Yeah.
They commit the mortal sin,
They do.
unfortunately, of killing the pooch.
Yeah, 10 minutes
But
and 15 seconds, and they kill the because he pisses on
Yeah.
this. He pisses on this super tiny totem pole where they buried
It's on this little.
where they buried the turkey apparently.
And it's funny. I was like, oh my God. And the turkey just explodes out of the ground because he pisses on this talisman, exactly like you said. And he comes up out of the ground and attacks the dog. You get a little small blood splurge, and that's it.
Yep.
Okay, and after we see the dog go down, obviously, you don't actually see the dog die, but you
Thankfully.
hear you always hear it off screen. You get the blood spurt. Yep, once the dog dies. Then we are introduced to two characters, one which never shows up again, and the other one who plays a significant little role later in the movie, which is completely stupid. We get introduced to Kristen's parents, her mom and her dad, who's a sheriff, wearing this Party City sheriff's badge on his hat. It's completely ridiculous. They're funny as hell. I mean, they're talking all this stupid shit. Well, what the hell are you doing? I mean, it's
the first scene.
the
The first scene
dialogue
is her giving him a cup of coffee, and then he spits it out and says it tastes like shit, and then
that's right.
and then she goes, "That's because I shit in it," and there's like a shit in the coffee cup, and she's like, I want a fucking divorce," and I'm like, all right, damn.
And then she's gone.
Done.
So that's what's cool about that. She's gone. She's out of there. And then we go back to our lovely college co-eds who are cruising down the street after talking to Sheriff Dad. And they are cruising down as the sun's going down, and their Jeep starts to overheat. So they clunk down, of course, on the side of the highway, and they're sitting there going, well, the Jeep's got the steam's rolling out of this damn thing. It's all fucked up. And they're like, well, let's camp here. Why don't we? And all this other shit. So
Yeah.
the nerd, Darren, I believe you said his name
Yes,
was?
correct. His name is Darren.
Digs through the grass. You know, they stop, and when they're hauling all the camping gear, which I don't know where in the hell they put all this shit, because there's like 5 of them in this fucking Jeep. They're taking up all the space, but yet they pull all this camp gear out of this damn Jeep. So,
Right.
you know, to hell with continuity. Who cares at this point? And they go to set up camp. Okay, and what's funny is this nerd, Darren, seems to have this inexplicable, just deep knowledge of, pilgrim civilization and the old, Native American customs and stuff. He finds a sign that says Crawberry.
Yeah.
Or Crawberg. Oh, it's Crawberg. So, the little town of Crawberg. He freaks out because this is apparently the origin of our boy Turkey, spelled Turkie. And he goes to warn his lovely co-eds about the said turkey. And it's hilarious because he breaks down the whole legend. And I'm sitting there going, wait a minute. First of all, this is a ghost story. You ain't supposed to start telling ghost stories till you light a fucking fire and get settled. But yet, then what's funny is it flashes to the next scene, and all of a sudden there's a damn roaring fire going and shit while he's talking about all this stuff that's going on. And what's hilarious is while he's explaining it, you're seeing these cartoon drawings of stuff hanging on these lines. One of them is there's a dead chicken, there's like a dead squirrel or something, and there's a fucking dick hanging off the damn line. It's hilarious. And then it shows a picture of a turkey carrying a tomahawk. So the legend's explained at this point. So now you realize this turkey was cursed demonically by some Native American to attack and kill the white man for the evils that he has done, which goes back to some of the PC because they refer to that several times during the movie. And then they're sitting there just around the fire drinking, not doing much of anything. Then it's time, we're going to go to bed. And then all of a sudden, fucking Ted Nugent shows up out of nowhere. I'm sitting there going, how in the world do these people even know what the hell's going on? So I guess Ted's been walking around for like 30, 40 minutes. But he just shows up out in the woods.
Yeah.
But before, I can't forget this, before they all sack out, there's a scene where this freaking rabbit comes flying out of nowhere, making this little noise.
Yeah.
Lands in the fire, and I'm thinking, hey man, dinner's served, we're gonna have some cooked rabbit and all this other stuff. But it's stupid, and he's looking at it and he's like, oh my god, it's a baby, this rat. I'm literally flew out of nowhere, and it starts to cook, and they're looking at it, and he's analyzing the damn thing. Well, it looks like its guts have been pecked out by not by a beak, by a turkey beak.
Yeah, somehow he knows
so he's
that
like,
shit.
oh shit, we're all gonna die. So the one girl tries to. This is so stupid.
This is great. I love it.
And then they just go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
The legend of the turkey's been explained. They go to sleep, and then Billy wakes up. He's on the ground outdoors, and apparently he's got some cranberries on his chest, but it's apparently turkey shit. And old Ted Nugent shows up in their camp, and he's like, I saved your ass, boy. And he wanders off. He says, that turkey was about to peck your fucking eyes out or some shit.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's hard to glue it together. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try to leap forward a little bit past the nonsensical shit.
All right, go for it.
Because all they do for the next 5 or 10 minutes is just drive and talk and a bunch of innuendo and
the
shit.
only
Then
purpose
we get a scene here.
The only purpose this stop with the car and everything was to tell the story about the fucking turkey. That was it. That was the only purpose of this whole campfire thing.
Yeah, so about 15 minutes of the movie. So now we're about 25 minutes in.
Yep.
And the turkey emerges from the wood line. This is hilarious. He emerges from the wood line because apparently he's in pursuit trying to catch these kids.
Mm-hmm.
And he freaking gets in this guy pulls over and sits there and he says, ass, grass, or gas. And the turkey says, well, I guess some ass. So the turkey gets in there and turns around and sticks his ass, and the guy starts poking around at the turkey's ass. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
And then he spins around and puts a shotgun in his face. But unfortunately, when the shotgun goes off, you don't actually get the on-screen kill. But this motherfucker basically carjacks.
Yeah. All you see is the window goes red with blood. That's it.
It's awesome, though. He blows his freaking head off for kill number 1.
Kill 1.
And then what's funny is, I guess, like you said, they were going home for Thanksgiving. So you see him drop off the slut.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So then they take off, and then Johnny shows up at his home by himself. It doesn't show him drop anybody else off. He's just mysteriously home all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And but guess who's with him? Apparently, Turkey caught up to him and tailed his ass to the house because he comes in there, says hi to his mother, and then he goes in to see his father, who apparently he hasn't had a good relationship with and all this boohoo shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they go outside to talk, and while they're outside, out of nowhere, here comes my boy Turkey.
Turkey
comes in with a blade and proceeds to chop off Daddy's head for
Kill 2.
That sound is every driver's worst fear. How much will the repairs cost? Is it your engine, your transmission, or worse? A car breakdown could cost you thousands to repair, but not if you have CarShield. CarShield administrators pay your claims directly to the mechanic or dealer of your choice, saving you time and money. Call CarShield today before your next breakdown. Call 800-426-1952. That's 800-426-1952.
And what's funny is he'd already killed Mom off stage.
Yeah.
So you didn't.
Unfortunately,
you didn't see that.
And what sucks is that like she's missing her eyes and shit. So like we missed a really cool kill opportunity. They don't on the screen. She's got no eyes. So I want to see the turkey peck her eyes out. What the fuck, man?
That's $3,500, man. I guess they had to spread it.
Good point. Good point.
Then the funny thing is he just gets in his car and he drives off after catching his dad's head in his hand. The turkey throws it at him and says some smart ass shit. And then
go ahead.
It is hilarious.
Yeah, he gets in the car and he's not upset about the parents dying. He's upset that he won't get any more turkey or cranberry sauce. He won't have Thanksgiving anymore. Not that his parents are fucking dead.
Yeah, that was it. I was sitting there trying to gather my thoughts on that because I'm sitting there laughing to myself, trying not to cough in the damn microphone.
Nobody knows what the fuck their motivation is for this movie at all.
None. Like I said, this was gloriously designed horribly.
Yeah.
It was, and it even says it on the case. This is like the worst of worst. And it was done gloriously on purpose. I freaking love it. And then all of a sudden, here he is again, sitting on the porch with all his friends gathered around at the slut's house, I'm guessing. because then we get the scene of this guy that we don't know. This character hadn't been introduced.
Nope.
He's in there jackhammering the sled.
Yep.
Turkey shows up. I was already at the house. These guys don't even know it. Goes in the room, gets around this guy, and you'd see blood squirt, but you don't really see him kill the guy, I guess. I mean, it's like he gets up behind him, and I believe he cuts his throat.
He does. And the guy doesn't get up again, so I'm counting that as
Kill 3.
Works for me.
But then, what does he do?
But then
James?
what's funny is after he kills him, he goes and starts to drill the whore, which is freaking hilarious.
With what?
So he finishes her off. I don't know. He's a little turkey dick.
Yeah.
Anyway, he nails her, finishes off, and then he utters the fucking awesome line. He says, "You're stuffed, bitch." And then he ends up killing her for kill
4.
which was glorious.
Yeah. We already got 4 kills
so she
already. It's
did.
great.
She's gone. 4 kills. We're starting to roll here. This is awesome. Okay, so after they've drilled the bitch, then we get over to the it's like I said, more useless college crap. So, they're out there jaw jacking. They have no idea the bitch is dead. And then it changes scenes, and we're back at the sheriff's house. And he's sitting there talking, and this motherfucking turkey shows up at his door wearing the old nose and glasses disguise. It's freaking hilarious. Why, I have no idea whatsoever, but this motherfucker is wearing a turkey suit.
He said there's a policeman's ball that night that he's supposed to go with his daughter Kristen, and he's dressing up as a costume to win the costume contest.
All right, so what ends up happening is you don't see it, but the turkey apparently gets in the camera and he says some wise ass shit, and then you don't see anything else. But so apparently you hear the sheriff scream, after the turkey does his thing. I guess they go off screen, you hear him scream. So you don't get an on-screen death.
No.
But what you do get is one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen in a movie, at least in a shitty horror movie.
And the dumbest as well.
Oh my God, it's fucking stupid. They go to the sheriff's house. Kristen's dead.
Okay.
They open the door, and here comes the damn turkey. It's got her father's face cut off. So after they cut off his face, and he's got it rubber banded to his damn head, and he's got the sheriff hat on, but yet you see plumes of feathers everywhere. Yet these idiotic college dumbasses look down at him, and they're just talking to him like, "Hey, sheriff, how you doing?" And they're falling for the shit. It's hilarious. And I even forget what the hell they're poking around for, but they're searching for something. I think it's like books. Her dad has some books or something like that, and they're trying to find information on how to deal with this stupid turkey. And while they're reading it, apparently, Fat Boy starts to get real hungry. Our boy Billy starts to get hungry. He starts bitching and complaining.
He's always
So
hungry.
he starts looking for something. Yep. And then he sees the sheriff laying on the floor with no face. It's hilarious. And the sheriff and the turkey's like, "Nothing to see here," literally, and he falls for it. Pretty damn funny. He walks out. And he's like, "Okay, whatever." So he takes off. They confront the turkey in the basement because the guy yells out. She sees her dead dad laying there with no face. Starts to scream and pitch a fit. So the redneck Billy jumps down there, puts the turkey in a headlock. They start wrestling with it, and then while they're arguing about how to kill it, the turkey's like, "Fuck y'all, I'm out of here." It's hilarious.
He's got a lot of foul language.
The turkey's just, yes, he does. He's funny as hell. All right, so Billy's wandering down. And they don't explain this, but he just takes off, and he's wandering down the sidewalk by himself, bitching about, "Man, I'm hungry. I'm hungry." And Turkey apparently has, he has some Jedi mind powers or something, because this motherfucker conjures up the spectral turkey that he looks down at, and he picks it up, and he sees him eating it, and he's chomping down, and he's looking like it, he swallows, and he's sitting there, and all of a sudden he gets this look on his face, and you hear a kablam, and all of a sudden his whole front of his body blows out. That gun barrel comes out. How the hell turkey got inside of him, I'll never know, but I don't care.
Idea.
It's cool. So he blows him out. He goes down for kill
5.
So we got 5 good deaths. We got a bunch of good off-screen shit. So he goes down, and then what's funny is he utters another line that I absolutely love. After he blows his guts out, he goes, "Gobble gobble, motherfucker." I mean, that is just awesome. I was laughing so damn hard I could hardly keep notes. I mean, because it's that damn funny.
Yeah.
So after that, we get this stupid soap opera-ish scene because they're driving around looking for him, and they find him laying on the side of the road. The nerd gets out, and then they have this dream sequence of them feeding each other ice cream, and they're skipping, holding hands
so
and stuff.
Fucking long.
I mean, yeah, I was like, no offense, but man, they gave this one up. I mean, they're using the word retard. They're calling people midgets. I mean, they're doing all kinds of shit. It's hilarious. I mean, so if you want PC, don't watch this damn movie.
Nope.
So after they find Billy, they go back to the sheriff's house to watch movies. Her dead, faceless daddy is in the fucking basement. We're going to go watch movies. We're going to eat popcorn, and we're going to have fun. Yay. Daddy's rotting to death in the basement.
Who cares? I got Johnny to myself.
But it turns out she doesn't.
Nope.
They got Nerd Boy, the third wheel, hanging out.
Yup.
No. But he goes into the kitchen to get something to eat, and all of a sudden, whack, he gets nailed in the ass with a meat thermometer. It's hilarious. Then you hear the damn turkey, "You're done, motherfucker." And, you know,
womp,
and then he takes him down on the floor and rips out his frickin' tongue. It's hilarious. He rips out his tongue and then pecks his heart out, but yet the nerd is still able to reach out with his hand, and he sees the ghost image of his buddy Billy, and he's talking to him. But you don't see him completely die, but you know he's dead. For
Kill 6.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, nice one. So eventually the 2 idiots in the living room finish up. So nerd, you know, and they're passed out, fully clothed, of course. Johnny gets up, goes to the kitchen. He's going to grab him a snack. And gloriously, this turkey shoves an electric knife in him. I friggin' love it. And it starts to chop him up. Doesn't kill him right off the bat. But what's funny about it, they wander outside. Okay, so after they go away from Billy and we see the dream sequence and everything, they've had it with this fucking turkey. They're going to go get this son of a bitch. And they found out somewhere, somehow, you know, through reading or something, that this fucking turkey pitches teepees randomly around wherever to sleep. So, it's fucking stupid. So they're driving down the road, and here you got this thing looks like a homeless shelter built up, but it's a little raggedy ass teepee, fully lit.
Looks like
so they go over there and they bust in on the turkey. They huddle.
By the way, the turkey is in there making a fucking salad, by the way.
Yes, he is. He's making salad. He's already been plucking out hearts, eyeballs, you know, and whatever other parts he can get his hands on. So he's in there tossing the damn salad. You know, got to toss the salad. So they bust in on this fucker. And while they're distracting him, he's sitting there cussing these two. And while they distracted him, the nerd gets up behind him and ties him up with his twine, which they call rope, of course.
Yeah, it's fucking strange.
And they figure out they have to recite this chant backwards, this demonic chant backwards to kill him. So they do it, and by doing so, they supposedly remove his immortality, and they blast his ass with a shotgun. And what's fucking funny, actually, nope, they don't do that. Terrible Ted shows up again with a shotgun. You know, turkey wanders out of the front of the teepee. He blasts the fucker and sends him flying into a dumpster, which mysteriously has nuclear waste in it.
It's wide fucking open.
Wide open, got nuclear waste, so you can guess what happens.
He dies?
So these fuckers, yes, he dies. So what happens? He re-radiates. He's gamma rayed, and he comes back to life, and they're on the couch watching horror movies. Dead daddy's in the basement. They don't know, you know, they could care less. They're just sitting there all crouched up. So that's when old nerd boy goes in there to grab himself a snack. And when he does, all of a sudden, wham, he gets nailed in the ass with a fucking meat thermometer. I love it.
Yeah,
he
great.
turns around, the turkey's all glowing green and shit. It's fucking glorious. Hilarious. I was laughing my ass off. I was like, holy shit, this is stupid. Jumps on nerd, takes down Darren and stretches his tongue about a foot and a half, basically rips his tongue out of his head, then pecks his heart out, which is funny as shit. And then he's reaching out for his buddy Billy, whose ghost is apparently hovering over him. Come on, man, come on. It's just fucking dumb. And then after he's dead, that's when our couple wakes up. They're crashed on the couch. So Johnny wakes up after some serious fucking and decides he needs to go get him a sandwich. So he does. He wanders into the kitchen, and this damn turkey's in there and gores his ass with a fucking electric knife. Oh man,
Pretty
it was
awesome. Yeah, it's great.
He carves him up about halfway down his chest. So he's not dead yet. The girl comes in and grabs him and takes his ass out. Let's go run to the woodshed. I was referring to like the Geico commercial, like when they're saying, why don't we get in the running car and get the hell out of here? No, let's go hide in the tool shed, where we're, it's just so stupid. And so she comes in there and she's got him on the ground. He's sitting there saying, I love you. And he's got this electric knife sticking out his chest. It's fucking funny.
Yeah.
And then Turkey shows up. And I call him Turkey, everybody, because, it's Turkie. That is his character's
That's his name. His name is Turkey.
He shows up. She grabs a can of WD-40 and his lighter. And she points to the Turkey's like, oh, fuck. And then she blow torches his ass, catches him on fire. And it's, oh my God. And then the final scene is so fucking funny. She golfs his ass with a baseball bat. You see this turkey flying through the air on fire and lands in a prearranged, unexplained pile of sticks. Looks like a giant teepee of wood. Looks like something a Bigfoot would build or some shit.
Yeah, it's a bonfire
and
thing.
Of course, his mortality's gone. So he roasts this fucker. Of course, he's dead. Turkey burns up. They show sparks. Game over. And then you get a random scene afterwards. You're like, okay, it's over. He's dead. You don't get credits. You get a scene of this family enjoying their Thanksgiving dinner. Mm-hmm. They're sitting down there, and you're looking at this thing. You're like, no, come on. And they actually give a real prayer, a real Christian prayer. And then the damn turkey starts to move. And I think it says something like, surprise, motherfucker.
It says,
and this cooked-ass turkey.
It says, what does it say? It says, it's like, what is this? Sequel?
But what's funny is this cooked-ass turkey then lunges at the father, and, then you get the credits. And, man, I'm going to tell you what. I haven't laughed this hard at a corny-ass, shitty... I'm going to tell you what, I am so happy you picked this one, man, because I'm going to tell you what, it's a winner for sure. So, that all being said, my brother, why don't you break it down? Tell me what you thought.
Oh, man, this it was great. It was glorious in all the right ways. It was bad in all the right ways. I mean, they obviously knew they were making something shitty. They didn't even try. They didn't try on anything at all except for the puppet of the fucking turkey. Nothing was good in this movie, but it was all bad in the best way possible. It was non-PC. The turkey was a foul motherfucker. It was great. This for me is a 1 all around.
Booyah. Okay, man. I'm going to have to agree with you in almost every aspect. I swear, if I could give this one a 0 turd, I probably would, because this one, to me, was even more corny and funny than fucking Jack Frost. That's just my personal opinion. Not much. But I think I finally topped Jack Frost as far as what I thought was, what made me laugh.
Yeah.
Jack Frost was still a better story, but man, this one was close. The acting was absolutely horrendous. The script was corny as fuck. Terrible Ted was awesome character. I loved him. What can I say, man? Yep, like wonderful. I said, it's the highest I can go. So I've got to give it a 1 turd, man. Yeah. This is a golden 1 turd. This is probably one of the best of the corniest horror movies we've ever watched, in my opinion.
It's definitely
because of, like I said, and it even warns you on the box. That's what's so good about it.
Oh yeah.
And like I said, and you won't be displeased. This one, like I said, I highly recommend this one. If you like shitty horror movies, this is the golden turd right here, man. I'm telling you, you got to see this one. If you don't watch any of the other movies we recommend, you've got to see this one. It's just way too damn good.
Yeah, it's definitely the best of the holiday specials that we watch. I would put it right up there close with Beaster Day, just how bad but just awesome it was. And yeah,
absolutely,
it's worth a rewatch. Matter of fact, as I mentioned earlier, there are 2 sequels, and I really do want to watch both sequels. Like now, there was another one we watched called Ginger Dead Man with Gary Busey, and that one has like 3 or 4 sequels. I have no interest in watching those because I didn't like the first one, but this one I loved, and I'm gonna watch the next 2 movies.
That is too funny. Yeah, we might have to break those down over the next 2 Thanksgivings or something.
Yeah,
or even just as a special or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
man.
so. All right, bud. Well, this was a great Thanksgiving treat for you and me. Something to mull us over until Thursday comes when we get the actual, real, non-killing, gamma radiating turkey.
I concur, my friend. This was a magnificent feast of foolishness, stupidity, petty gore, and good time rescue titties.
Yeah,
I mean, they didn't last very long, but I'll take what I can get.
It's like the perfect mix. It's like the perfect Thanksgiving meal. You got the cranberry, you got the stuffing, you got the mashed potatoes, you got the turkey, and this you got the rescue titties, you got the non-PC language, you got the on-screen kills, you've got the terrible acting. It's a perfect Thanksgiving feast to get us ready for the actual Thanksgiving.
It actually was, and I have to send mad props to the people that made this. You did us proud. What the suck proud, man. I'm tell you what.
I gotta say,
and
man, for $3,500, they did great.
They sure did. They sure did. And like I said, I think the $3,500 was spent on the graphics of the starting and the Jeep that they rented.
Fucking Jeep that they rented.
It probably belongs to one of the guys.
It's probably an Enterprise car.
With my car, what the hell?
Yeah. All right, buddy. Well, why don't you tell them where they can interact with us and find us?
I will indeed, good sir. You can find us on Facebook under What the Suck Podcast. You can find us on Instagram, and you can find us on Twitter.
Yes.
We also have a Patreon. Patreon.com/What the Suck. We have 3 levels there. If you'd like access to our just our bloopers, special materials, special episodes, come check it out. We also have a tpublic.com store. If you go to tpublic.com, search What the Suck. We do have some merch up there, and we appreciate the support. We want God to bless all of you. I know we get irreverent on this show sometime, but we want God to bless you. We want you to have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And once we get past all that, we'll just go on with our lives and enjoy ourselves. Brother, I want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. I love you, man. I love doing the show with you. I wish you guys nothing but the best. And we're going to rock on. What the Suck's going to keep it on. We're going to we're about a third of the way through this season. And like I said, remember we have our giveaways.
Yeah. So just send us a review, and then we'll, or send us a review, and you'll get entered into one of the contests. So, James, I wish you a wonderful Thanksgiving as well. I have enjoyed these last 3 seasons with you. I mean, we're still going through season 3 now, but it's been a shit ton of fun, and I'm looking forward to all the extra more dumb shit that we're going to watch in the next 16 or 60 seasons, however long we fucking can keep going, which is probably a lot knowing what Prime has going for us. But yeah, again, we watch this on Prime too. Prime has a lot of shit. So, but yeah, and all you out there, happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your food. Stay safe. And we will see you all next week.
So long, turkeys.
Peace out, bitches.
Later.
Switching to Geico is a good idea, especially when you consider everything.
First off, Geico makes it easy to switch. They have licensed agents available 24/7 online or over the phone.
But if it's so easy, you might start thinking everything is easy, even big wave surfing. And it's not. It's actually quite difficult.
Well, if you switch to Geico, you could save hundreds on car insurance. And you could keep saving by bundling your motorcycle, boat, and RV, plus your home or renter's insurance.
But saving money might lead you to make some questionable purchases, like a 20-foot feather boa. And do you know how hard it is to clean a 20-foot feather boa?
Well, they do have an industry-leading mobile app you can use to pay your bill, file and manage a claim, or add a new driver.
But when life gets a little easier, it makes you too confident, and you start calling everyone Ace. And you're better than that.
Well, Geico has a 97% customer satisfaction rating and has been saving people money for 85 years. It's hard to beat that.
But you're right.
Switch to Geico. It's obviously a good idea.